Hey every pony, New Leaf here, and today we're to another video. Today we are going to do something a little special because we are going to look at the new generation once again. We did that like a few months ago, and of course new things are out there. We know all of the main cast, we know who the voice actors are, we know even what some of the ponies are going to be like, so let's dive right into the new content, and maybe we can even make a few predictions, because, that's fun. And I guess sometimes, the best thing about predictions is that they can or cannot come true, and the excitement is like half the fun. Alright, let's look at this very first picture. But I guess first we're gonna start with one that is sort of a historical representation of the different generations. You see the toys, and yes, even toys for the new generations of the ponies exist at this point. But it's interesting to see where ponies have come from, especially how things started in 1982 and how the design of the ponies themselves has changed over the years. And now in 2021 we are looking at 3D models in the show, which is going to be a pretty amazing thing to work with, and I can't wait to see where they take it. But one thing I already ran into was that I found that there's like official merch already. This is like some person's or pony's bedroom, and you can have bed sheets and pillows, in the shape of the new main cast. And every pony I may or may not have something like that with Twilight Sparkle, but it's interesting to see that this stuff is already out even before we've seen the first few episodes or something of the new generation. I think let's go into this next picture. This is also a pretty curious one. And that is this one. Here we have the main cast. All of the characters are finally there, but the most interesting part for me is the word 5. Last season we had 6, so this time we're having a smaller main cast. And of course in glorious 3D models. I mean, look at those. I already love those. I'm already all about seeing what they're going to do with these models. I mean, that's just, potential to make something look massively adorable. But yeah, we're gonna see a little bit more about the characters in a little bit of a video that I have as well. Let's see if I find that bad boy. And found it. So let's see, we're gonna pause in between this clip a little bit and to see if we can spot some things, every pony, because that's usually the most curious thing.
Calling all pony fans.
Wait. We did see a Pegasus there, but we're one thing at a time, every pony.
Introducing the cast of My Little Pony.
And the cast is also an important one. These voices, I think I've never heard any of their voices before in the show. I don't know, but point being is we're given a brand new cast of voices compared to the previous generation, and this is again making things a little bit different, making things a little bit new, and spicing it up. And I think that's an amazing way of doing it. Is by bringing new voices, is making it something new for us ponies who are going to be watching the show and hopefully enjoying it, because I think I will.
New generation. Hey everyone, Vanessa Hudgens here. I am so excited to finally tell you that I'm voicing the one and only Sunny.
So let's see this again. So apparently this Sunny is someone who, being an earth pony, enjoys a little bit of sports, and apparently skates seem to be her thing, every pony. It's interesting to see, but we are gonna have a earth pony as the main cast. Gonna be an exciting one to see what they do with this.
Sunny. And I have some new friends trotting alongside me on this new adventure. Ponies?
And here we go. This is the new cast, and as you see, we have a male pony in the main cast, which again, something completely different. But let's actually hear their voices and see if we can get some impressions from these characters.
Hi friends, it's me, Kamiko Glenn. I'm Izzy.
Yeah, Izzy is sort of the I think hyper / sort of like Pinkie Pie, but of course she, has a horn and is magical, so this is gonna be interesting. So this is basically Pinkie Pie with magic. It's kind of an awesome touch to a character. I like it. It's gonna be very, very curious.
Whoa, we look exactly the same, except for this, of course.
I have one of those.
I'm James Marsden, and I play Hitch. You may now cheer.
What did he say? Am I the only one who's completely lost on what that guy just that character just said specifically? But if that guy's holding the that badge, maybe this this character is some sort of a guard, perhaps. But wait, look at this town, though. It looks awesome. This looks like a little bit of this doesn't look like Ponyville to me. There's like a lot of tiles on the floor. This looks like it could be Canterlot, and of course there's I think a pony in the background.
You may now cheer.
What's up, guys? It's Sophia Carson here, and I am voicing.
So this is Pip. This one looks pretty interesting. This looks like some sort of princess. Maybe she's some sort of ruler of sorts. It's gonna be interesting to actually see who rules Equestria in this timeline, because that is something that we have not heard about. And the what happened to the rulers of the previous generation is something that we also be talking about later, Cut. But it's curious. That's where a lot of speculation's gonna come into play. Spoilers. And here you see Izzy.
Pip. Hi, everybody. It's your girl Liza Koshy, and I'm Zip. Can't you tell?
Okay, well, this stage is...
Okay, this seems to be sort of like a cool pony, and a little bit of sass, and I like that. She seems pretty awesome, every pony, and I think Zip and Pip are sort of family, but I may be wrong on that. But I think they are. But yeah, I think we have two. Do we have one or two Pegasi in this? I think Pip is also Pegasus, but I'm not sure. I think Pip is also Pegasus.
Got a whole lot more interesting.
Oh yeah, almost forgot to share the big news.
My Little Pony
Is premiering on Netflix.
September 24th.
This is interesting. We're going to be able to see this on Netflix, but I hear some ponies are going to try to do some things with movies and, or better said, renting movie theaters and, making things happen there and streaming things there. It's going to be interesting to see, but I think this is like the first time that we're seeing this on a certain platform. But of course, every pony, I'm definitely going to be watching it, and we're going to see how much this new season is going to be amazing. But I implore you ponies to give it a chance. That's all I'm saying. You don't judge a book by its cover. A lot of bronies back then, when Gen 4 came around, gave it a chance to and got it. That's how a lot of people became bronies, so we should at least give it a shot again, and maybe it's going to impress us. I've seen voices on Twitter, and it actually is seeming to already make a positive impression, and that's awesome. Yay! And of course, one thing that I ran into is I think in 2 days there's gonna be another teaser, another sort of trailer kind of situation. So that's something we also should be taking note of, because that's gonna be a little bit more revelations on what the new season actually is gonna be. Alright, so next up we're gonna take a little bit of a closer look at that main pony, Sunny. And I ran into this on a Twitter, and this describes Sunny Star Scout a little bit more. She's a determined and adventurous Earth pony who wants to make the world a better place, starting with restoring harmonies between Earth ponies, Unicorn, and Pegasi. So, in this universe, there's a conflict between Unicorn, Pegasi, and Earth ponies? That is gonna be an interesting thing. So are we gonna, start off with 3 factions basically disliking each other? Like, Equestria at War, kind of, almost. We'll do our part. Hoof to heart. Aww. Now let's look at this section here. While Sunny was a young Earth pony, her father told her stories about ancient Equestria and Princess Twilight Sparkle, so we are definitely doing something that is based off of Generation 4, and we're in their future, so to say. Twilight Sparkle and her friends taught every pony about the magic of friendship. They were the guardians of harmony. It's interesting to see what happened with these, because, how she was the princess of friendship and how she, became Equestria's ruler at the very end of the show. So something must have happened. Something must have happened. Did she do something wrong, or did someone take over, perhaps? If you remember, what's her name? Luster Dawn. Yes, the pony at the very end of the show that she runs into. Did Luster Dawn maybe take over? Did Luster Dawn, rule Equestria, and did she say, friendship's bad, and, this is the end result that we're having here now, that is Generation 5? Alright, back to this. Sunny loved these scenarios about the olden times when Earth Pony, Unicorns, and Pegasi lived in peace. She dreamed about having a friend who could fly around or float things. Well, I can float things and fly a little bit. She could figure out how to bring the magic of friendship back. So she told her father, someday the both of us will meet unicorns or Pegasus and will be friends forever. So she's basically trying to bring back what Twilight Sparkle made. So this is another very cool thing to know about, that of course her being the main character and the show being about friendship, but that's what she's trying to do. But before I move on to another picture, take a closer look at this one in the center. You see Rarity, you see Rainbow Dash, so yes, this is definitely going to make a bunch of references to the previous generation, and it's nice that they not only acknowledge the fact that it existed, but they're literally basing this generation off of it in terms of timeline. This is the same timeline, but in the future, so this is definitely building on top of it, and it's nice to see. So if people coming from Gen 5 into from Gen 4 into 5, you're definitely gonna find a bunch of cameos. I mean, we've run into so many cameos of the previous generation, and we haven't even seen an episode this far. All right then. So let's take a look at what they, if the new ponies have actually sort of arrived in the fandom. So this is what happens when you actually Google the new generation, and you already run into fan art every pony. There's I think this is one that I ran into specifically. This is already people making fan creations of the new ponies. So they've definitely gotten the attention of the fandom. Stuff is being made, and I've ran into a poll on Twitter on the official channel. And they've asked a very critical question. Is this generation going to be better or worse than the previous one? And a lot of people are saying it's going to be either even or possibly even better. I've seen very few people that think this one. I think it's only 20% or so that said that this new generation may be worse. So people are putting their faith in this generation, and it's a good thing to see. So this is one thing that I always, sometimes hear from certain people, is that this new generation may be worse, but like I said, give it a chance. We'll see. I mean, for most bronies, all it took is an episode or two to decide if they wanted more of the fandom, and this could be one of those instances where a single episode could basically get you hooked onto the rest. And you may be missing out if you don't watch that first episode. Just catchy music and all, I bet. Yeah, but one thing I've also ran into was fan creations in terms of toy figurines that you can get from the new generations. I've even seen plushies as well. So yeah, they've definitely arrived in the fandom, and people are making stuff based off of inspiration on them. And I can't wait to see what happens after we see the first episode. The one thing that I've not even thought about that much is, what about the games? Is there going to be Gen 5 games coming out as well with ponies? Because that would be another very, very curious thing to see. But we're almost at the end of this, actually. Sometimes these shorter videos can be a lot of fun because they're sort of informative, I guess. So to wrap it all up, here we have the cast of the main 5. Not main 6, but main 5 right over there. And we're going to be hearing their wonderful voices on September 24. In the premiere, and also maybe in 2 days when the new teaser comes out. But what can I say? This new generation seems promising, has a lot of potential to do things right. Especially considering the previous generation and the last few seasons weren't that popular. A lot of it felt like filler, with the whole Castle of Friendship, and you see they're trying to do so many new things. We have a male character. We have 5 main ponies instead of 6. We have 3D models. We have no harmony. We have this conflict between Pegasi, Earth Pony, and Unicorn. It's a potential to make so many different things, so many new things happen, and I think a fresh coat of paint is exactly what they need right now. And we'll see what they can turn it into. But I'm pretty hype on the new gen. Not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm hype, and I think this could be a good thing. I think they could be doing well. Alright everybody, but I suppose with that, I thank all you lovely ponies so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye! And remember, every pony, a third dimension does give your character a little bit more depth, quite literally. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and you'll be notified whenever there's a new video. And there's new stuff here every single day, including a pony who's definitely going to be watching this in 2 days.